I guess just to clear some of that up, he's looking, anywhere from early December to to after that. So it's like maybe a 3, 4 week thing. It was a very minor procedure, and it was best case scenario for him. So he looks better already today. So great athletes tend to recover better and quicker.
So what are they saying it is, like, as far as the problem?
Just some stuff that just had to get a little bit of cleanup. He didn't tear anything.
Right.
It was just a very minor procedure.
Arthroscopic surgery?
He had just a minor, I don't know.
Like a procedure? He had some kind of procedure.
Some type of procedure.
Right.
He did not have surgery. It was, I think just a minor.
And that was yesterday he had it? Procedure? Today? When did you have it? Yesterday? Okay. So what kind of adjustments do you have to make now until he gets back?
Yeah, it's just, it's a chance for, some more, some of those more talented freshmen to get more of a chance. It's a chance for, Hassan to, Hassan Martin, gets a chance to, show, his value even more. It's everyone moves up a spot,
right.
And it's never good to lose a player of his caliber. But we went through something like this early last year, and it did help. It hurt to go through, but it helped.
Have you liked the way that Solo has responded in these practices, in the wake of this injury?
Yeah, he's growing, and he's on a team that's ranked in the top 5 in the country. He's played well enough in the preseason and over the summer to earn the first perimeter guy off the bench role on the team. Which, as you look across the country, there's not tons of freshmen that are making much of an impact at all on some of the better teams. So. He's an outlier that way. He's handled things well. I think he's more confident.
Not that you have a choice, but these freshmen ready for these moments coming up? I guess you'll see, right?
You'll see, yeah. I mean, we'll see. I know they're going to get better as the year goes on. Yeah. I know that we've been putting in, we've put a lot of work in with them since June to prepare them for these types of moments. That's how we've been able to get our freshmen ready to help us. So, they've got some really good older players that Tristan, Cam, Alex, Donovan, they've got to make it easier on them by Samson, Haas, by playing really well and supporting them.
How have they responded to you calling them out for exactly not doing that in the last game?
Every day I call them out. Every drill of every second of practice is a call out. So, listen. Those 3 guys, national champions. So you think that the response is going to be a championship level response. Obviously I thought Cam was really good. So it's you gotta this time of year now, as things really start to ramp up from here on out. It's nothing but quality, and we got to be ready to go.
How much is Tristan capable of stepping up and him and Cam really controlling that backcourt if you really need him to?
Yeah, they need to. We need them to play at an all-conference level. And if they do that, and Donovan does what he's capable of doing, and Alex does what he's capable of doing, you feel like you've got 4 guys that could potentially play at or near an all-conference level. You should be in good shape, even with Steph's situation.
What challenges does Indiana present?
Big, really big. The 4 and 5 are as good as we'll play against this year. They're impressive, and they're well coached. They put those 2 guys in tough positions to guard them with the way that they play, and you just obviously love the way Galloway plays. Reminds you in some ways the impact that he has, that Andre had on our team in terms of the energy, the athleticism, the way he just plays a real winning style, and you get Xavier John, you got a 60-year guy, a guy who's he's playing a 60-year college basketball. At the point, was really an older guy with a lot of experience and a lot of talent. So, and then mix in some 5-star freshmen, who's a potential one-and-done player. It's a formidable team.
Yeah, Ware kid had a season career ended up being a career high last year against you, and what kind of problems he posed?
Yeah, I mean he's I know that last year probably hurt his stock because I think in preseason he was considered to be a top 5 pick, and I think he's probably getting some of that stock back with the way he's looked. Yeah, he's a double-double. He protects the rim. It's one of a bunch of center matchups for Donovan Sampson that are going to be really, really tough, and will go a long way to determining the outcome of the game.
Donovan says he thinks his conditioning is kind of getting to where it needs to be. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think he's had a really enough time to feel confident and going into the game, and he's had enough time.
The guy transfers. Is that game tape usable? Is it different now that he's at Indiana Ware, especially?
Well, they've played 5 already, and you have the scout from last year, but they're deploying him in a different way, and it's much more of a focal point. The 4 and 5 are, a major focal point with the way they post both of them up. So we're going to be prepared for that.
Do you like that? I feel like the on ball, out on the perimeter has been kind of a struggle so far. Is it good to have a team that sort of focuses inside?
Yeah, I think. Listen, you play a different defensive style in bye games than you're going to play against high major teams. You're trying to speed up, low majors and mid majors, and get them playing fast and just get a lot of possessions, and eventually just the quality, the differences in quality will show. So we will not play. If we play the style of defense that we've been playing, it will be a disaster versus these guys.
So that's defensively, it's kind of a focal point to you got to really ramp up your defense.
Yeah. We gotta guard the ball. We've got to make it harder to get to the rim. We've got to still guard the 3-point line. We've got to take scouting into the game better. There's a lot of places we got to improve from, particularly from the last one.
Are those fouls sort of a part of bad defense, like we saw a lot last year in the Big East early on?
I just think it's just needing to have a little more discipline. And for Alex, it was guys who are going to shoot tough mid-range floaters or jump shots. You can't foul those guys. This team this year, we can't afford Alex to be in foul trouble. We're still trying to develop an answer at that position, which is it's taking us some time. So you can't commit those type of undisciplined fouls. We're not being in a defensive stance, not ready to guard somebody that's body language is telling you he's about to attack you with the dribble and not taking an angle and playing with a heavy chest. I mean, sometimes you coach 18, 19-year-olds to do something a certain way, and ask parents that have 18 and 19-year-old kids if they always listen.
Curious to see how your team's going to react. I mean, you've played a lot of big games, a lot of this group, but you're big on winning in-season tournaments too.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the freshmen are, the guys that are new to this, minus Cam. I think you worry about the freshmen, what their, how their nerves will be in MSG. But everyone else that returned, played in front of 75,000 people, and performed at their best level the whole last March or April. So there shouldn't be nerves for us. We know it's a great challenge, and we're going to try to advance in a tournament, have a chance to win a championship, which is what we're all here to do at this point of the year in the league season.
You said Sampson took a step back in the last game. Did you see him take steps forward again in practice?
Well, yeah, and he it's just, I think he's got to take the way he's offensive rebounding to the defensive glass. I think a number of players need to do that. Play with more force. I thought there were some more athletic plays out there for him to be made, protecting the rim too. Just should probably just be flying around even more with that crazy athletic ability. I mean, the dude caught you're catching dunks behind your head like that. Protect the rim with that type of, athleticism too. But again, this is still his the first time that he's really in the mix and is a critical part of our team. So give him a little bit of time.
What kind of opportunity does this represent for him? Playing against an opponent that is really strong down low, and another one next day that might be strong as well.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be from here on out. Big guys are staying in college. Unless they're lottery picks or top 20 picks guaranteed, they're all staying in college. So this is what it becomes during the course of the high major part of your season. The Big East calendar it's nothing but big matchups. So this is the first of a bunch.